Alright guys, welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. When we last left off, we did some codex stuff. So, we're gonna go ahead and pick up the Pyjack.
Got this, got that. Still
Here we are, one young Pyjack. Ready to see Andromeda, huh? Sam, can you send a note to Kesh? Make sure our new friend gets delivered to the Tempest.
Acknowledged.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take that off. Got a couple of things to do. General merchants. Vehicle merchant, okay.
Nice to see you again.
We still only have 100 credits. I guess we really... Oh, sell all salvage. I'm guessing salvage we don't need. So, we have 6,030 credits. Okay, that's one way to do it. Just some mods. I do have resources. I could get the resource we need, but nah. A Nomad model. Yes. Nexus model. Yes.
Hello.
Alright, buddy. What you got? Agility mod. Supplemental life support. Less persons to improve functioning in extreme environments. The upgrade will be installed automatically on the Nomad. Nomad statistics are available in the view statics. I'm thinking that we can make that. Okay. There's hydroponics, we could go there. But this is right here. Find spender on the Nexus.
It could be worse.
Ah.
Could be dead.
Watch your tone. You saw... Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
Whatever's going on, it's not fair to take it out on me.
Apologies, you're right. This is not your fault.
I haven't heard much good about that guy.
Whatever you've heard, it's not half as bad as the reality. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Maybe there's something I can do?
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
Okay. Guy does seem like a douche. What's over here? Ah. That's just back to the ship. I want to see what's up there really quick, if there's anything.
Consumption of alcohol in public spaces is strictly prohibited.
Shapiro.
These power outages make no...
What's the trouble?
I've got power shortages throughout the station. I can't for the life of me find the cause. Oh, whoa, you're the Pathfinder. Hey, sorry, please ignore me. You've got way more important things to do.
Power to the Nexus is pretty important. I'm happy to help.
That's great, because I'm at a loss. There are obvious short circuits cropping up all over the place. A Pathfinder's eye might reveal something.
There's a power short here. We could scan the area.
Okay. Oh, here's hydroponics. Oh, we can't go in here. We can't go in anywhere. Okay. That's fine with me. Looks like we have 3 of those things to scan. Tech lab.
Wouldn't it be more practical to build these vaults on the surface?
Nah, Rack and I engineered and mastered underground construction millennia ago. These remnant fellows are probably in the same.
Research center. Oh.
Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
Sam likes new experiences. It'll be an opportunity to encounter math homework.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
Okay. Cultural exchange.
I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
Hello there, neighbor. I'm Gian Garson, the founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I thought you might like to hear more about our plans.
Okay.
Great. If you're seeing this, it means our Pathfinders have done their job and made new friends in the galaxy. Welcome to the Nexus. But I want to put your mind at ease. Seeing our arms arrive in your neighborhood probably raised some concerns. I'm happy to address them.
What are you planning to do in this galaxy?
Great question. I'd be worried about that too. I can assure you, we have no hostile intentions whatsoever. We're pilgrims who simply want to live in peace. We're eager to learn about new cultures, new ideas, and share our own with you. But we understand trust needs to be earned, no matter what galaxy you're in. And the initiative looks forward to doing just that.
Why did you leave the Milky Way?
I get that question a lot. Many of us have a deep curiosity that needs to know what else is out there. Our own Milky Way is just one tiny speck in a universe full of mysteries. And speaking for myself, the thought of exploring those mysteries in Andromeda was a call to adventure I could not resist. Thank you for taking the time to listen. On behalf of my fellow Milky Way travelers, we couldn't be more excited about what the future holds for all of us.
The Nexus is a place
Another
of
power
friendship and
short.
cooperation. We're
Welcome to
glad
the Cultural Exchange Center.
Where?
Please have a look around. We're just getting things up and running.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our
Ah.
friendly peace ambassadors. They're happy to answer any questions you may have and eager to learn more about your own culture.
Pathfinder, I'm glad you could stop by. Pardon the dust while we set everything up.
How did you get this job?
I was a sociologist in the Milky Way. While there were plenty of cultures to study, the books on them had all been written. There was nothing new I could add. So when I heard about the initiative, I signed up right away. The idea of meeting new people, seeing how they've evolved, adapted to life's challenges, I couldn't resist.
What goes on here?
The Cultural Center is a place where new races we've met can visit and exchange ideas. They can learn more about the Milky Way species, while we foster an air of cooperation and understanding. We're just getting everything ready. Hopefully it won't be long before we have our first visitors.
Have you heard anything about the Ket?
Unfortunately, yes. Now, that's a species we won't be inviting here anytime soon. I'd hoped our encounters would be peaceful, but I suppose that was too much to ask.
Thanks.
Of course, our hope is that you'll make friends in the cluster and send them our way. And when you have a second, check back with me on a favor I'd like to ask. Pathfinder, do you have a moment? We, need to explain you.
Explain me?
Our new VI over there is meant to describe the role of our Pathfinders, but it just lost all its settings in a crash. If you could fix them, that would really help us out. Just talk to the VI, and it'll do the rest.
Thanks.
Of course.
Wasn't the best flattering angle. With that VI?
Half of the Nexus. I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
You are looking at an image of the Milky Way, the original system of the colonists now arriving in Andromeda. Home to countless life forms, the Milky Way is a galaxy where friendship and peace are held in the highest regard. Those arriving in Andromeda bring with them this spirit of enlightenment. They look forward to making your acquaintance. You are looking at an image of the Milky Way.
Okay.
The original system of the colonists now arriving in Andromeda.
Hello there, neighbor.
Home to
I'm
countless
Jan
life
Garson,
forms.
the founder
The
of the
Milky
Andromeda
Way is a
Initiative.
galaxy where
I thought
friendship
you might
and
like to hear
peace
more
are
about
held
our
in the
plan.
highest regard. Those arriving in Andromeda bring
Great.
with them this
If
spirit
you're
of
seeing
enlightenment.
this, but I want
They
to
look
put your
forward to
mind at
making your
ease.
acquaintance.
Seeing our arms, alright? Then,
Okay. I thought it was that VI.
This is an outpost for Milky Way colonists arriving in your galaxy. They come seeking a fresh start in Andromeda, yearning only for a land they can call home. If you encounter an outpost, feel free to drop by and say hello. Your new neighbors are eager to make friends.
greetings, inhabitant of Andromeda. I'm a Solarian. I'd be pleased to tell you more about my species.
Okay.
Solarians are considered among the brightest scientific minds of the Milky Way. We're known for our quick thinking, technological savvy, and intellectual powers of deduction.
Where do you come from?
Solarians originate from a world known as Surkesh. It's a tropical planet covered with oceans and rainforests. As an amphibious species, we're at home in Surkesh's lush jungles, but with our technological advancements, we can adapt to nearly any environment. We look forward to studying the wonders of Andromeda and the rich diversity our galaxy has to offer.
What's Solarian history like?
Cooperating with the Asari, we were the second species in the Milky Way to help form a galactic government, the Citadel Council. From time to time, we also guided other species, such as the Krogan, to better channel their natural gifts towards worthy pursuits. It's our belief that the careful application of science and intellect is the key to improving the quality of life for all. It's been my pleasure. Rest assured, the people of Andromeda have nothing to fear from Solarians. Welcome, native of Andromeda. My people are known as Asari. It would be my pleasure to tell you about our kind.
Okay.
Very well. Asari are the oldest civilized race in the Milky Way galaxy. Among my people, diplomacy and cooperation are prized
Where do you come from?
Asari come from a planet known as Thessia, which many consider the crown jewel of the Milky Way. It's a thriving world blessed with prosperity and peace, and the center of the largest economy in the galaxy. With the high concentration of element zero on Thessia, Asari evolved powerful bionic abilities. It is considered a hallmark of our species.
What's Asari history like?
Thousands of years ago, we played an important role in founding the Citadel Council, the seat of government for our home galaxy. In the ensuing centuries, Asari placed great value on cooperation and collaboration. Many species look to us for leadership and guidance. Due to our lifespan, sometimes reaching 1,000 years of age, we are patient in our decisions and prefer long-term solutions over short-term gains. Farewell. We look forward to forging new bonds with our friends in Andromeda. The wisdom you share is our reward.
It's an honor to meet you, citizen of Andromeda. My people are the Turians. It will be a privilege to tell you about them.
Okay.
Turians are a highly disciplined race who value service to others. No one places personal needs ahead of the greater whole. Public works serve as a focal point of our society. We believe it's our duty to better our species.
That freaking floating pad.
Where do you come from?
Turians live on a planet known as Power. The atmosphere's weak magnetic field shaped our evolution into the life form you see today. Our signature carapace, the hard exterior shell you see on Turians, is actually metal. It protects us from the intense rays of Power's sun.
What's Turian history like?
The history of my people is proof that peace eventually wins out. Disagreements among species turned into lasting friendships. When Turians first met humans, there was a misunderstanding between us that could have had disastrous consequences. But with patience and restraint, humans and Turians eventually joined together in a mutually beneficial partnership. We look forward to doing the same in Andromeda. The pleasure of meeting you has been mine. One that I hope other Turians will soon enjoy.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
Welcome to the setup for your Pathfinder informational field.
You'll enjoy learning about
I am programmed with all relevant data. However, you must identify which information I should prioritize. First, select your preferred voice and appearance, male or female.
Male, please.
Variable set. Which aspect of the Pathfinder's role should be highlighted? Exploration and discovery, or first contact with new species?
Let's go with exploration and discovery.
Variable set. Next, should I emphasize the role of the Pathfinder team or their partner AI?
Go with the Pathfinder's team.
Variable set. Finally, should I provide career advice for future Pathfinders or an honor of former Pathfinders?
I want you to give career advice.
Setup complete. Would you like to keep these settings?
It all sounds good to me.
Thank you for choosing this Pathfinder information via implementing changes. Hello. This display describes our Pathfinders, the initiative's elite explorers.
Tell me about Pathfinders.
Pathfinders survey distant worlds and discover promising new outpost sites for the initiative. Our colonization efforts wouldn't be possible without them.
How does someone usually become a Pathfinder?
The minimum requirements are survival training, AI compatibility testing, and military or scientific experience. If you're interested, submit your candidacy to the Pathfinder headquarters.
Tough job. Do Pathfinders have help?
Each Pathfinder has a team of talented specialists drawn from multiple backgrounds and species. If you see a Pathfinder on
Hello, self.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit.
Hi there. Thanks for stopping by. I'm a Krogan. Are you interested in hearing more about my people?
Okay.
Of course you are. You may look scared, but don't let that worry you. It comes from living on a harsh world. We're a species that knows how to thrive, even under the worst conditions.
Where do you come from?
An ugly rock called Tachanka. No sense lying. It's not a planet most people want to visit. We had predators, nasty weather, and not much else. But it gave us our identity, forced us to adapt and evolve. Everything about us is built for survival. How many species do you know that have a pair of spare lungs just in case? Or 4 testicles?
Because that's really... that needs to be known.
What's Krogan history like?
Colorful, you might say. Growing up in our neighborhood, only the toughest survived. That usually meant a lot of fighting. You'll hear stories, so no sense covering it up. We once had a great society, but I'm ashamed to say, we squandered it. It's why a lot of Krogan are here in Andromeda now. They're the smart ones, the ones looking for peace and a fresh start. Thanks for chatting. We're all looking forward to meeting our new neighbors.
Right, I think some of these VIs might be fibbing a little bit.
This is an image of the Citadel, considered the seat of government for many civilized races in the Milky Way galaxy. Here, the Council deliberates on matters of state. It is a champion of the common citizen, eager to help those in need. As with all political institutions in the Milky Way, conflict is rare. Peace and cooperation are the rule of the day.
Hello there. I'm a human being. If you'd like to know more about my people, just ask.
Okay.
Good to hear. Humanity is a diverse species. You may notice different skin colors and religious beliefs among our people. Yet we don't let those differences come between us. We'd rather celebrate our diversity, rather than fight over it.
Where do you come from?
Humans come from a planet called Earth. It's a beautiful blue world, with everything from oceans to jungles, snowy mountain peaks to deserts. It's also an oasis of biological diversity. Scientists calculate Earth contains nearly 9 million unique animal and plant species.
What's human history like?
Not great.
Humanity is a young people compared to many of the other Milky Way races. We didn't discover spaceflight until much later. But what we lack in age, we make up for with enthusiasm and a pioneer spirit. We'd like to think we can teach our fellow travelers a few new tricks. I'm glad you stopped by. Next time you see a human, ask about ice cream. It's one of the many great things we bring to Andromeda.
This is Ark Hyperion, one of several ships that made the long voyage from the Milky Way galaxy to Andromeda. The thousands of colonists aboard have come in peace, united by their dream of a better life in your beautiful galaxy. You need not fear their arrival. We are all citizens of the universe, eager to be your friend.
Okay, so I'm wondering, we have one of these here and here. Then... oh no. Okay, I'm stuck. And then we also have one of these. Oh, we have 2 of these. I'm thinking Quarians and something else. I don't know. But we just maybe haven't met them yet. Okay, that's all very interesting and not 100% the truth with a lot of the species. Alright, let's go get this really quick. Okay, let's go. It's gonna take us out of here. Let's finish exploring this really quick. Let's see.
Still missing some parts. Damn it.
More merchants.
Sure. Let me know what materials you need and I'll find you something. That's a relief.
Hey.
Thanks.
Alright, let's see what they got. Assault rifles, 1 assault rifle. Wow. Only 8, so this must be... It's another grenade launcher, okay.
Hey.
Nothing. The vortex. Oh, it's like a club. Okay. Do we dance as well? I can't remember. Oh, there's Liam. Alright, let's see if Liam has anything to say really quick.
Things are shaping up, Pathfinder. Resources flowing in, sleepers ready to head out. It's starting to feel like the initiative. Not quite up to the sales pitch, but getting there. Feels good, right?
I feel it, Liam. Finally getting our start.
There we go. Getting our shit together. Showing the new galaxy that we have it sorted. If I keep saying it, it's true, right?
Alright, not much.
Another one! Damn it! This is supposed to be the chemistry lab. My chemistry lab. You all keep crawling out of the woodwork like space cockroaches.
You say that, Dutch, but here you are, pouring people drinks.
Hi. I'm standing right here.
They're guinea pigs, damn it. Chemists should have guinea pigs. Not have their labs taken over by people giving them things and being nice.
Bad people. Giving you free things and helping you set up. So inconsiderate.
Right? They keep bringing things. Tables and chairs and this bar and lights. Wait, you're making fun of me, aren't you?
Don't let Dutch put you off. He's a sweetie, really.
I'm not.
And the drinks are good.
Damn right they are. I mean... yeah. I'm a dirty squirrel.
Okay.
Hey, I was wondering if you could help me out. It's for the good of the bar.
Lay it on me.
So, folks try and help and all, but we have a limited pool of ingredients. Keep an eye out for anything interesting we could use for new drinks, and we'll let you test them for free.
So Dutch gets ingredients and the guinea pig he wanted, huh?
Exactly. Win-win all around.
Alright. It doesn't seem like we can dance though. Damn it. Yeah. No dancing allowed. Oh, what a pooper. Dr. Camden.
Just when I've balanced the air mix, another Yahoo has to come wandering through. Aren't you the Pathfinder? Dr. Camden, head of hydroponic sciences. Mind the seedlings.
Are you always this rude to people walking in?
Only when a mistake could kill everyone on the Nexus.
What do you mean?
Hydroponics is our air, food, and water. A frail green line between us and oblivion. We almost lost it all during the mutiny. Now it's my responsibility.
I know what surprise responsibility can be like.
So I hear. Perhaps we could share our burdens. I need samples of Andromeda's plant life, Our own specimens should acclimatize to them. Bring me any plants you find. You'll have a bounty in return, and my thanks.
Okay, so that's collecting plants. Nice wood. It's just a freaking piece of wood there. See if there's anything up here. Oh yeah, this is where we found hydroponics, okay. Alright.
A worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. This is HNS.
Oh damn. That sucks.
This is Adam. Our first outpost, Andromeda, has confirmed full deployment on the
There's puke on the floor. I'm gonna get sick.
We expect the colony to be fully
Locking a man up with germs. If I die, I'm gonna sue your ass.
Keep blowing that hot air, pal. They'll dry out faster.
I hear you went down to EOS. Did you find anything to help my case?
An enemy blast to the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding me. Thank the spirits. This is great.
Hold on there. The chief's Omni tool recorded you over the body. Sam, playback.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
Not only did you think you killed him, you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right? The conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
It's still attempted murder, man. I mean...
Director Tan will determine what's to be done. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
Still attempted murder.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
No new security footage.
Oxygen production is nominal.
Another brawl on the docks.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Hey, Ryder, I'd like a moment.
Yes? Lieutenant Syax, right?
That's me. I'm putting together Apex strike teams to protect the people and assets you're setting up out there. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against, and could benefit from your experience.
I'll have Sam upload our insights on the Cat, Remnant, and Outlaw forces we've encountered.
Thanks. You'll see. Apex will make a difference.
Okay. Gather intel on enemies. So there's still side stuff dealing with that, even though it's just multiplayer.
Leaders reporting back.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
It's you! You're the human Pathfinder. I'm Sid, Vetra's sister. Vetra's told me all about you. Well, not all about you, but the important bits. I should probably get back to work. It was real nice meeting you, though.
What work do you do here?
Oh, I just monitor comms from colonists. Progress updates, hazards encountered. Note it down, pass on a report to Sean at the end of the day.
Important job.
I know. It's nice to hand in a report and have someone say I helped.
I'll let you get back to work.
That's cool.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your
It's got like tattoos and stuff.
An animal did this?
Affirmative. I am able to track it.
It's impossible to get a signal on this station. Pathfinder. Wow. I'm Davis Carr, Helios News Service. Maybe you've heard my voice over the vids. I'm trying to file a story right now, but hey.
HNS, huh? Where are the rest of you?
I had an editor, but it's crazy out here. Now, beyond a freelancer or two, I'm it. All that stands between freedom and tyranny. Or something. I haven't had much sleep.
Who pays for you to do this?
Technically, HNS is an arm of the initiative, but we serve the public, not them. Sometimes the higher-ups try and tell us what to broadcast, TAN especially, but we decide what to run and how to run it. It causes friction, but at least I can live with myself.
Were you a journalist back in the Milky Way?
I was. Sort of. Only had a couple internships under my belt. Good places, though. The New Star Chronicle even sent me to Mars for a week. The plan was just to work as a reporter out here. Then the uprising happened. We got a little too close. My editor was killed. TAN blamed our broadcasts for stirring unrest. It was bullshit. Now all I want to do is keep going.
It must be difficult to set up a broadcast from scratch.
No, it's easy. Beyond the lack of staff, resistant authorities, and constant technical glitches. Still, I'm getting there. May have an honest-to-goodness source in Nexus security, if she ever calls me back.
Who's your source?
No journalist worth their salt will ever give that up.
Talk to you later, Davis.
Hey, Ryder, before you go, I hate to ask, but it seems like your job takes you all over. The places we can't broadcast yet. If I send receivers to your ship, would you mind placing them on some planets? It'll help get news out to even the most far-flung colonists.
What do you need from me, exactly?
I'm digging up good stories here, but not a lot of people beyond the Nexus can hear them. Our long-distance transmitter sends package data between ships, and even planet-side, provided there's a receiver on the other end. I need someone to place receivers and boost our signal. We only have a few, so they need to go on planets with people.
Okay, Davis. I'll help you get set up.
Great. Just place a receiver near an outpost, and they'll get our reports.
Okay, on Eos.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute? Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tavessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakeem, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
Maybe a crisis is the time for hope, rather than hard truths.
That was Tan's angle. But if we pretend everything's fine, who does that truly serve? The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
You don't mind treading on the initiative director's toes?
What would he do? Pull funding we don't have? I'm game if you are.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
All expeditions have to deal with supplies, enemies, or hell, just getting lost. We'll deal with all of them. We just need time.
Tan will love that. But if that's your take, that's what goes in. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
Hello,
Pathfinder. Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend?
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
I suppose we agree on that much.
I knew that given a chance, your talents would emerge. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful. He'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do as much good if the Ket attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Ket are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight, for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
Thank you, Director. I'll get on it.
May you light the torch that finds the path. Pathfinder... Ugh.
Right.
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
Right. She had something that could help with our job.
It changed our... what we were doing. Trail of Hope, go to the Onan system. Datapad, but let's look at this stuff real quick. Memorial. With solemn pride, we remember those who gave their lives in service of exploration and discovery. That's it.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
THV Ravuna. A model of the Ravuna, an early Turian starship, and their first two traveled beyond a mass relay. SSV Normandy. Our SR2. Secretly acquired blueprints of the SSV Normandy SR2, a stealth frigate based on designs co-developed by the Systems Alliance and the Turian hierarchy. ESAV Magritte, humanity's first crewed ion engine starship, built using technology proven by the ESA Smart 1 probe in 2003 CE.
Whole mood of the Nexus has changed since EOS. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Can't relax yet. The initiative still has a lot of promises to keep.
And that's on us. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
Notable European interplanetary missions. Donated to the Andromeda Initiative Historical Records Council. All dates are in Common Era CE. 1985-1992, Giotto. First ESA Deep Space Mission. First ESA mission to intercept an asteroid. Haley and Greg Skelderup. 1990 launch of the Hubble Space Telescope. 1992 Ulysses. First ESA mission to Sol, first polar orbit around Sol. 1997, Huygens, first ESA mission to Titan, a Saturn moon. 2003 Mars Express, first ESA mission to Mars. Also in 2003 Smart 1, first ESA mission to Luna. 2004 Rosetta, first ESA mission to orbit an asteroid. 2006 Venus Express, first mission to Venus. Also in 2006 Huygens, first successful landing on an outer solar system world, Titan. 2014 Rosetta, first artificial probe to make a soft landing on an asteroid. 2016 ExoMars, first ESA probe landing on Mars, contact lost. 2018 Bepi Colombo, first mission to Mercury. 2022 JUICE, first mission to the Jupiter system.
And the Tempest readings are helping, but we've just scratched the surface.
The history of the initiative cannot show that we were defeated by a space cloud.
Some things are bigger than we are.
I will not accept that excuse. This is science, and your merry band over there are scientists, aren't they? Figure it out.
Goodbye, Director.
Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope that things will get better. Though I worry about this terraforming network. What do we really know about it?
It's like nothing we've ever seen. It's clear somebody had big plans for this cluster.
But who?
Not sure yet, but at least we're on the trail.
Did you have some other business?
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilken didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
These things are almost never black and white.
I know. If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up. Your investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
It was crazy down there, life and death. But his shot didn't kill Reynolds. We have to let him go.
You're a bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. All right, so be it. He will do community service for his role in the chaos, but he's a free man. Well, at least we'll have the sordid business behind us.
Okay. Anything
Something
else?
I can help you with?
No, okay.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm here to serve.
Yeah, exile was a bit much. It is because it was proven that if the dude hadn't have died, then they were screwed. So.
The mutiny went as well as you'd expect. So much violence. Then, after nearly destroying the station, the Krogan asked for more power?
No, it isn't
Good
what we
riddance.
wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know?
Please address concerns first with Director Addison. One must obey protocol.
You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
Sam said there was new functionality to discuss.
It's how the initiative was designed to support the Pathfinder. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Breca, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
Whoa, that seems like too much.
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and the Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but this is about cost, what we can actually afford to support. Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we can deploy.
How are you measuring thresholds?
It's based on resource estimates and general stability, a metric of acceptable scope and risk. The more you achieve, the greater capacity we can accommodate, the more the initiative can do for you. Simplest explanation? The more you do, the more room we have to grow.
So, I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely. But there's an order to things, lines of support. You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs. And eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
Alright, Breca. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
Oh god. Cryopod PTS available. 0 of 17 perks unlocked. There's science, military, and commerce. Selected for their years of field experience and ingenuity under pressure, these scientists' expertise can quickly improve the initiative's research and resource gathering capabilities. We have lab technicians earn research points at regular intervals. Help the Nexus science team analyze Helios data with increased efficiency. Mining operations receive a selection of minerals at regular intervals. The Nexus allocates resources for setting up mining stations around Helios. Munitions. Consumable supplies at regular intervals. Hunting parties. Organic materials. Receive tech materials. Receive hidden caches around established forward stations. Earn 15% more. That's us for multiplayer. Commerce. Earn credits from investments at regular intervals. Gray market connections. Improve prices when buying and selling items. Trade capacity. Increase inventory capacity. Let's go with lab techs first. Does it tell you how many points you have? Oh, 1 cryopod point available. Collect all rewards. And then... okay.
Maintenance crew, please report to the commons area.
Weird.
Yes, Pathfinder?
How are we doing on the viability front?
Struggling. Need I remind you that viability isn't abstract? It's lives, our foothold. Get out there, Ryder. Pathfind. We're dying.
I have info on a specific sleeper I'd like brought out of cryo.
I want to avoid that entirely. For reasons.
Reasons? That's it?
Look, you're the Pathfinder. If you've a request for your extended team, that's a request you can make. Access the sleeper records through Brekker's console. It's none of my business. Until you make it a problem for me. Understood? Pathfinder.
What's the deal with your assistant? He's a bit...
Spender is an ass.
That's one way of putting it.
I'm aware that he holds certain prejudices, but so does Tan, and we've limited personnel to draw from. Get us more outposts, maybe that changes.
Having people like him around doesn't do your department any favors.
Personality problems are pretty far down my give-a-shit list.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
We send them where you signal, because that's where the need is. There's no time for preference.
Director Addison?
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions. And of course, the interface remains accessible for any future adjustments. Sweet protocol and the process. Now we're living.
Why'd you join the initiative?
I was a teacher. A good life. I could see the positives and negatives right through to the end.
You did the math and it said, come to Andromeda?
No. I just didn't like being able to see the end. Here, I don't have a clue what tomorrow will bring. Feels more like living.
Andromeda viability. Each time the Nexus levels up, you can awaken a new group of settlers from cryosleep. Different groups will offer varied gameplay benefits. New options will become available as you increase viability across the cluster. I feel like we should have already gotten that thing. I didn't mean to actually click on that though.
How may I assist?
What's your take on the state of the initiative?
Please consult the AVP interface. It has a thorough breakdown of your progress.
And your personal opinion?
Your progress thrills me. Make my job obsolete, Pathfinder. I dare you.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Okay. Damn it, it changed To access viability screen. Okay. Oh wow, 80% on EOS now. I hate that it keeps changing that. Did we do it? I thought it was in here. Yeah.
How many times have I told you this story?
Pathfinder, I believe you found the culprit responsible for the power shortages.
Count.
Alert Professor Herrick to come secure it.
That's not funny.
Well then. Got Cash. Oh, Cash and Drac are here. Okay. Same shit, different day. For Prosperity, in case the initiative goes belly up. The Nexus is a 4-ring circus. Don't like how Tan operates, and his disdain for the Krogan is obvious. I believe his intentions are ultimately good, but he's an opportunist who's likely to create dissident. I don't see the Nexus coming together if he's left unchecked. It's already polarizing Addison. She's taking the cue to circle the wagons. I think I can talk to Kandros about this and at least try to get the two of us more coordinated. Or maybe not. Seriously, hate this kind of drama.
Ryder, can you believe this place?
One space station, slightly dented.
You should have seen it a year ago. It was more than just dented. Anyway, thanks for bringing me on. Tan can't kick me off the station now, and it's been nice seeing my granddaughter again.
You really did miss her while you were gone, huh?
I really did. Cash can handle herself just fine, but it's still good to be nearby, just in case.
How can we be out of those materials?
I don't know. Ben's looking in.
Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Pyjack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there.
The hell is that sound?
All right. Divert some power from the lower decks.
What about the report Spender wants?
Ignore them. He can't...
Okay, let's look at the codex real quick, because I don't want to get too far behind in that. Nakmar Drak, a mid-level politician named William Spender, was the one who talked the Krogan into putting down the Nexus mutiny under false pretenses. Drak and Kesh both suspect Spender's connected to exiles, but can't prove it. They asked you to help investigate. Drama Initiative, the Nexus, Pathfinder HQ. The Pathfinder headquarters on the Nexus is designed to record and celebrate the achievements of the Initiative's Pathfinders, while also providing a space for them to relax and group when off-duty. The Pathfinder HQ is not normally open to the general populace, but Director Tan has permitted guided tours since Arc Hyperion's rendezvous with the Nexus. The Pathfinder HQ preserves mission-significant items, mineral samples, and planetary surveys. If and when the initial settlement phase is complete, the Pathfinder HQ will contain a historical record of the Pathfinder's efforts to colonize Helios. Meanwhile, Director Tan has established his offices here as part of his duties in overseeing Pathfinder operations. Helios News Service. As Milky Way species work to establish themselves in Andromeda, gathering and disseminating accurate information about galactic events, and the public interest has fallen to the fledgling Helios News Service. Novice journalist Davis Quar, came to Andromeda to report and learn under a seasoned editor. But when Quar's mentor was reportedly killed in the Nexus uprising, he was forced to set up the official source of news on the Nexus largely by himself. HNS operates with an arm's length agreement and partial funding from the Andromeda Initiative, a model similar to some national news services in Earth's past. This has raised questions among some colonists about the service's potential bias, though Quar stresses that if HNS has an agenda, it is to hold initiative leadership accountable while chronicling a new era of space exploration. William Spender. When the Nexus first arrived in Andromeda and an uprising arose among the desperate crew, it was William Spender who convinced clan leader Nakmor Morda to put down the mutineers. By all accounts, it did not go well. In return for her help, Morda claims that Spender, in his authority as Assistant Director of Colonial Affairs, promised equal status for the Krogan in any decision-making by way of a seat at the Council. When the agreement came to light, Initiative Director Jaren Tan refused to honor it, and most Krogan left the Nexus. Privately reprimanded but publicly credited for helping to stop the uprising, Spender maintained his position a step away from Nexus's senior leadership. Okay, let's look at the map. Okay, speak with Kandros.
Glad to see you finally. I hear you've been busy out there.
That's one word for it.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you access to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
Anything else?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
At least the security footage is like right across from him. I don't have to go to another whole part.
Huh, this file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait, is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you. Don't.
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading. I do not recognize the location from any current data. It appears mountainous and populated. We will need to find the planet before I can confirm. I will contact you via my node.
Okay.
Let's go confront him.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Oh.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute? Hi. The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking. Director Tan loved the first broadcast. Sent a contribution for your expenses.
Thanks.
Let's get to the juicy stuff. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how prodromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
I gave Prodromos the best start a Pathfinder could. But we can't predict everything. We just do our best.
Probably not the rah-rah quote Tan would hope for, but very genuine. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
You first. Let's try it.
What about you? I can't imagine you putting your camera down for anything.
I'm not the one history cares about.
I need a minute to think about my answer. And I'd like to know.
Back home, I'd go sailing. I love the water. Nowadays, I play ocean sounds, close my eyes, and remember. Okay, your turn.
My crew and I take downtime together. We're a team.
This is history too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration, that completes an episode. Thanks for stopping.
Ryder, is it? William Spender. Apologies if we met before. I meet a lot of people running colonial affairs.
Running colonial affairs? I thought you were the assistant director.
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
There's evidence tying you to some pretty shady things, Spender. I saw the footage. You were handing something off?
What footage? From Gavorkum? Routine business meeting. Whoever you're talking to clearly has an axe to grind. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasting time on a witch hunt. You'd be wise to let this be.
Okay, so now we just have to locate the planet. What the hell? Why did I go to this? Okay, but that is everything in here. Trying to get as much done on the Nexus as we can. What the hell? Oh. Let's go to Cryo Bay. We haven't been there in a good bit, I don't think.
Ray of hope for sleep-starved residents. Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing unending daylight in some Nexus quarters. This is HNS.
Alright, what do we got here? Bunch of stuff.
Hit an energy cloud. They're calling it a scourge.
Wow. That doesn't sound scary.
The Nexus got it worse. As long as you avoid it, things seem to be okay.
This is not good. Right, Dash. Damned exiles. Oi, Pathfinder. Today has not been a good day.
Why's that?
A large shipment of medical supplies intended for Prodromos was intercepted by those damned exiles. Scouts confirmed they've divvied the supplies up among their own outposts.
I'll see what I can do about reclaiming them.
That would be great. Thanks. Maybe when you come across them assholes, you can rectify all this.
Medical supplies found.
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
His sacrifice won't be forgotten.
Agreed. Everything I do will be for him. I have a pendant our father wore. had its match. Will you reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Okay.
Harry, what's happening with Sarah?
Well, we got her out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to, find her, you might say.
I don't follow.
Well, she's still in a coma. But she also has an implant like yours, and Sam managed to access it. He's made contact.
That's incredible. She's okay.
Vitals are steady, but I'm letting Sam take the lead on this one.
Though in a coma, Sarah's mental processes remain intact.
So, is she okay?
You can ask her yourself. A moment while I establish a link with her implant. Proceed.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
Is that you, little brother? What's happening? Where am I?
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
I think so. Am I dreaming?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and sound in the medbay.
This is so weird. I hear you, but I can't feel anything. Where's Dad? Is he doing okay?
I don't know how to say this, but he's dead, Sarah.
What?
It was a freak accident.
But it's Dad. He can't die.
I know. It's been hard on everyone.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
No one did.
What about finding home? Dad kept telling me how beautiful it would be.
There's been some complications. The Golden Worlds didn't exactly deliver.
But Dad said...
Sarah?
Am I dreaming? Where am I?
Sarah, I'm sorry.
Her pulse rate is increasing rapidly.
I need to go now.
That's enough. It's too stressful.
Sarah.
Well. What are y'all looking at?
Ryder, that was a hell of a thing, talking to your sister in a coma. Can't say I really bought into the whole Sam implant, but well, that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was. I had no idea we could do that.
Just when you think you've seen it all. And here, a 600-year trip to a new galaxy seemed like science fiction. Something new every day.
So you and Lexi swapped jobs?
You know that moment when you realize you're just getting too old? Ha, right, look who I'm talking to. Trust me, it happens. For me, it was Habitat 7. Watching you guys running around, dodging lightning and the cat, it's a young man's game. Pains me to admit it, but it's passed me by. So it made sense that Lexi and I switched places. She's younger. Well, for Asari. They're still teenagers when they're 200. And she's one hell of a doctor. She'll serve the Tempest well.
We'll miss you, Harry.
Just make sure to raise some hell once in a while, will you? I'm living vicariously through you.
Deal. How's Sarah doing?
Well, hearing that your dad's dead and the new home is a bust, that was stressful. But I don't think there was any permanent damage, not physically at least.
How did you end up with the initiative?
Well, you reach a point in life where you wonder, is that all there is? I'd accomplished everything in the Milky Way I could. I was locked into a future of diminishing returns. So coming here was the world's biggest midlife crisis. A chance to wake up in the morning and feel hope instead of arthritis.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
Don't be a stranger. If anything changes with Sarah, I'll let you know.
Alright, let's see. We got down there. I don't think there's anything down here at all. Waking up some people. Yeah. What? And another information wall. Okay. Alright. I know we still got a few things to do back in the original area. We finished stuff in habitation deck, I believe. Or is it operations? I think it's operations. Let's go back to the habitation deck.
Convicted murderer Ilkin Rensis, pardoned after an investigation by the human Pathfinder proved his innocence. This is HNS.
Cool. Let's see. Search for supplies in the Hyperion Atrium. Then run the equations at SAM node on Arc Hyperion. Okay. And that's back over there. I thought that was going to be something that was like off-world, to be honest.
Welcome back, Ryder.
Dr. Aradana at the tech lab sent some equations for you to solve.
I'm ready.
Transferring them now. Have fun. Hey, what the? Sam!
Malicious code detected. Please stand by.
Sam?
Attempting to countermand malicious code. Please stand by.
Is there anything I can do? Sam! Is that another malfunction, or... Sam, you trying to show me something? Okay, I think I got it. Sam, talk to me!
Hello, Pathfinder. Please initialize the console to restore normal operations.
Sam, what happened?
The equations contained a Trojan horse program, a virus, specifically targeted to sever our connection and render me helpless. Reconnecting would be impossible.
You'd need a crack AI programmer to create a virus like that.
Yes. Only my unique adaptions prevented permanent damage.
Unlock the door. Let's head to the tech lab and see what Dr. Aradana has to say.
Welcome back, Ryder.
That's all for now.
Of course. Your father's personal logs.
Okay, so we haven't gotten anything else.
Ryder, this new station leadership I'm hearing about finally let you out of their sight?
Looks like.
Took them long enough.
Will you be bringing Hyperion folks out of stasis?
That's my job. We're keeping it to specific personnel for now. Those who can help the Nexus get back on its feet. But with outpost settlement starting, we'll soon be able to wake up more.
Thanks for the talk.
Sure thing.
Okay. Just making sure we don't have more dialogue or maybe like, I don't know, a secret quest. Angry woman.
You, Pathfinder. I have a word or two for you.
Is there a problem?
Your father is my problem. He's everyone's problem. We're all paying for Alec Ryder's ego. He preyed on Jean Garson's trusting nature and bulldozed us to this godforsaken place. Now she's dead, and we'll all soon follow.
Hey, my dad died for this dream. He was trying to fix things for all of us.
Some dream. He fixed us all right. Go to hell, Pathfinder.
Oh, fuck you, bitch. Docking bay. I think we have... There's something really quick though. In operations, I think. Oh well. We'll get we'll just go to the one it says.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
I don't care what she says. We can't.
This is cat DNA? Are you sure the scan isn't contaminated?
I'm certain, Professor.
Welcome, Pathfinder. Did Sam solve the equations I sent?
Solve them? They almost brought down Sam Node.
The equations contained a virus designed to target artificial intelligence.
You think Never. I abhor violence against any life, organic or synthetic.
Then how did the virus find its way into your equations?
Perhaps my files were altered or replaced. But why?
I've seen a lot of down with AI sentiment lately. Graffiti, complaints to 10. Perhaps someone took the next step.
Why would anyone hate artificial intelligence?
Synthetic life has different needs and motivations. It can be mysterious and powerful. Many fear what is not understood.
If graffiti is the best they can do, maybe they could use some artificial intelligence.
Entire species were driven into exile by AI they created, champ. That leaves a mark.
Attacking Sam is bold, though. I wonder if there have been similar incidents.
The AI kiosk was busted this morning.
I can look around.
I would say the ones that were kind of taken out for the AI they created attacked it, though.
Is a threat to all organic. Detecting Pathfinder Rider.
Hi there. Excuse the educational stuff. I hacked Vina as a sock puppet. So, our virus set you free. Hope you're doing better without that AI jammed in your head.
Who am I talking to right now?
A friend. Our movement sent the virus to save you.
Pathfinder, it's possible they don't realize their virus failed. Pretending that it worked might win their trust.
Hello? Ryder?
Yes, I can't believe I'm free. Thank you.
This is what our movement is for. Helping people like you. Knight says human AI merging is a threat to all life. She'd know, trust me. Oh, Knight's our founder. The virus wouldn't exist without her.
I should thank Knight in person.
I'll ask her. She might even give you a tour of our sanctuary.
Great, thanks.
Can't promise anything, but watch your email. Bye.
Idiots.
A whole movement of AI-hating hackers with a leader called the Knight.
She and her followers seem to have experience with human-AI partnership.
If they attacked you, they're capable of anything. I'll check my email. We need to find them.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have anything. Take the Milky Way hops. Oh, yeah. Forgot I even got that.
Wow, where did you find those? Never mind, don't answer that. I think they're straight from the Milky Way.
Oh, just 50 experience? Alright.
Hey there.
Nothing.
You're back. People happen when you work at a bar.
Got you there, Dutch.
I'll have to get used to you too, I guess. Fine. You can be a regular. What's your name?
Ryder.
I'm Dutch. That's Anan over there. Be careful. The snark is strong with that one.
Snark is good. I can work with Snark.
Ugh. You're one of those.
Looks like you're outnumbered, Dutch.
You'd think people would reconsider picking on the guy making the drinks, but no. Speaking of, wanna try this one? I'm going to call it the Tall Moose.
It didn't look like he liked it, to be honest. Alright, so that's it here. Let me just check the other places before we do anything else. Why does that 50 experience keep showing up? Let's see. Let's go back to operations.
Fallout from the recent uprising as security tightens across all sectors of the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote, for your safety.
No. Okay. Alright, so nothing here.
Is HNS.
Habitation deck. Wait, shit. Isn't that where we just were?
Starved residents. Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing unending daylight in some Nexus quarters.
Alright.
This is HNS. A violent illness related to cherry-like fruit brought back from Habitat 7 as authorities baffled. Multiple passengers are still in quarantine.
What are these news broadcasts?
This is HNS.
Alright, so that is it. We'll go ahead and read the rest of the codex.
Reportedly replaced him as Pathfinder, taking command of the Tempest in the ongoing search for a home in Andromeda. This
Right, the ties that bind. You still mourn the loss of your father, Alec, a man you loved and respected. You hope you'd have made him proud as Pathfinder. You started the search for answers to the mystery about why your father made you Pathfinder. You visited your sister Sarah while she was still in a coma. You were honest with your sister and told her dad was killed on Habitat 7. You were honest with Sarah about the struggles you faced in finding home. Oh, that's it? Cool. An exile raid. Oh, so maybe this is something you can just constantly do. Okay. Lost brother. Place pendant. Okay. Back to the Tempest.
I think Lexi wanted to speak to you.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have points. Let's finish off Throw. Launches 2 projectiles that seek separate targets. Plus 30% combo detonation damage, plus 50%. Oh man. Launches 2 projectiles that seek separate targets. I wish I knew how much damage it's doing right now. Because 50% recharge speed is pretty good. We'll do this one, I think, because at the moment, we don't have a bunch of grouped up enemies. And then we'll save the rest for the rest of pull, which is damage per second, defense debuff, shields restored per second, and shield damage bonus. We also need to look at our email. Free for an interview. To Ryder from Carrie to Vessa. Hello Ryder. Word is you had a successful mission on EOS. Well done. Want to come talk about it on camera? Carrie. Which we kind of already did. Reminder to Ryder from Cora. Thanks for talking. Things feel better, though they don't feel fixed yet. Remember to take time for yourself too. Work's important, but so is time to grieve. Grief and fear cannot rule you. Let them be your faithful servants, protective of their mistress. Loss serves a huntress like fuel serves fire. Estheris 12 leaves, verse 132. Core. P.S. Plants are coming along. Sam and I are learning about botany together. Interesting times. Ugh. To writer from Peavy, the peeved. What? Your doctor is one of the nosiest Asari I've ever met, and that's saying a lot. She needs to take it down 4 or 5 notches, or I won't be long for this show. Which would be too bad, I think. Oh, never mind. Peavy. News from EOS. To writer from August Bradley. Pathfinder, I could use your help with something Hanley's working on. I don't fully understand, so I'll let her explain it. She'll brief you when you get here. August Bradley, leader, Prodromos. Okay, you said Lexi. Where's... There she is. Okay, bottom. Up and to the left.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
Happy to have you, Dr. Tapero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
what?
A Ket corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the Ket?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
I had no idea. I'd love to hear more. Over dinner, maybe?
Oh. Thing is, Ryder, you're not my type.
What's your type?
Not a patient. I need to be able to look at you clinically, without distractions.
Am I distracting?
Not nearly as much as you think you are. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
Hey, we like vegetables. Sometimes. What the hell? Facial reconstruction suite. I don't need that. You've got this. You don't need an old man. You don't need an old man a few hundred years your junior to tell you you're ready for this. I'll do it anyway, because I know it's true. You keep your rider safe, and I'll do the same with mine. Harry. That's nice. Anything else to say?
So we have a stowaway.
You mean Peavy?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain, by species.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
Suvi okay?
Suvi's strong sense of faith keeps her grounded. I'm not spiritual, but there's a beauty in how her mind rationalizes religion and science.
How's Liam?
A handful, Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's "we can't lose" attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Thanks for the insight. How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Thanks for the insight. I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this. How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
Well, that's sad.
So how did a sorry doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Really good voice acting from Lexi's voice actor. I don't think at the moment I need to talk to anybody else.
Where's my data pad? Oh, how'd you get under there?
We got some more codex. Crew like no other. Lexi Tapero. Despite her years of experience, Lexi feels a little daunted by working in the field. However, she is excited about the prospect of researching the cat. The Andromeda show known associates Lexi Tapero. Although young by Asari standards, Lexi Tapero is regarded as one of the most skilled doctors in the Andromeda Initiative. Born on the crime-ridden space station Omega, Lexi began her medical career by stitching up her father, a Turian bouncer at the Afterlife nightclub, where her mother was also employed as a dancer. In her screening interviews, Lexi states her parents' dream was for her to get off this rock and live a life worth talking about. Following her parents' wishes, Lexi left Omega to continue studying medicines as well as psychology on the Citadel, where she eventually met Harry Carlyle. Carlyle convinced her to join the initiative as the Hyperion's physician. Although there was some confusion around assigning an Asari to the human arc, Lexi's credentials and expertise in alien anatomy quickly silenced any concerns. By her own admission, Lexi is a workaholic. On or off the table, I have a hard time not dissecting people. Figuratively, of course. One of her many goals in Helios is to improve her bedside manner and learn to appreciate the moment. Okay. I'm trying to think. So we have more stuff to do on oh, where is that Pyjack?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
Everything around here is so damn shiny.
The ship's brand
Oops.
new.
Looks like our Pyjack friend got out of his cage. He'll be fine. Won't he? The exercise will probably do him good.
Well, got a pie.
Report
Oh,
from the
shit.
Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes.
Well, too
Roses
much-
in Helios.
Too much water causes root rot, which you don't want.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. You made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad.
And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Okay, I did not mean to actually come in here and start a conversation, but that is okay. Anyway, there was more stuff we can do on EOS. Man, this is so cool when you're out here and just looking at that stuff. Because we do have Onana now, but we can complete possibly everything on here because it's 80% viable now.
Pythias system, home of Eos and Prodromos.
Yeah, it's on. Let's get PB track.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Yeah, 80%. Once you've reached 40% viability, though additional actions may be necessary. Additional special cryopods. Oh, okay.
I've located a suitable site for an HNS receiver, Pathfinder. Nav point is set.
Oh, okay. Well, this is right here, and we don't have very much time left, so let's go ahead and do this.
Took a peek at the plans for the Prodromos research labs. Shiny.
Pathfinder, Darket, Tervian. I understand I was pulled from cryo ahead of schedule. My family is grateful, but I consider it my debt.
Everyone gets out eventually.
That may be, but the least I can do is show you the benefit. I'm exo-studies now, but in a former life, let's say I knew tactics. If I supplied the Ket on this planet, I drifted in, and there's only so many gravitational paths. Here's some navs to check for anomalies. Good hunting, Pathfinder. My family thanks you, Pathfinder.
Tell me about yourself.
Darket Tervian, W84 Crispin. Joined the initiative to be no one special, somewhere very special. Military family, as you probably suspected, but deeper. And I wanted to leave that life with as many lives as I could bring. I lost a brother before I woke, apparently. He was at Site 2.
I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as the Ket will be if they threaten us here. I didn't come here to look at death. I won't.
Take care, Darket.
You too, Pathfinder.
Okay, find Ket caches in Pythias system. Oh, nope. Okay, so we'll go ahead and end it here, but when we come back, we'll probably place this receiver. And then, since it's 80%, we'll go ahead and see about some other stuff. So we have plant samples, The minerals, of course, that we've been trying to get to. What's this up here? Place pendant. Okay, so we have the pendant right there, which we can actually just fast travel to. And then memory trigger and the minerals. More minerals, okay. Alright, hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.